So we're going to start about that one. So firstly in that one page about the theorems. Okay, so today we're going to see about that one all six theorems. Okay, so we're going to see about all six theorems. So what are the six theorems is there? First one is a Thevenin's theorems. Okay, then second one is what is that one? Norton theorems. Then third one is what is theorem is available? Maximum power transfer theorems. Maximum power transfer theorems. So maximum power transfer or MPPT they will going to use, or maximum power transfer theorems. Okay. So these are the three theorems, and followed by what is the remaining threes? Superposition theorem, superposition theorems. Then next one is the Millman theorem. Then next one is the reciprocity theorems. So six theorems are there. So six theorem, what you will going to do means you will going to find out the current. So you will going to find out the load current. So let's say I will going to draw about one circuits. Okay. So what you have the circuits, let's you will going to see. So one resistance followed by one source. Okay, here I will going to draw, and here is a point. I will going to draw one more resistance, and here I will going to draw one more resistance. Simple circuit I have draw here. Okay, so value you can see 2, 4, 6, 8 is given. So you see that one in the given the problem. So here is a point is mentioned as an AB, or sometimes they will going to mention AB, or sometimes they will going to give the name directly load. So this is a load resistance. Load resistance is given on that one. What is the load resistance? 8 ohms. So this theorems it is 6 theorems it is used to, you will going to find out the load current only. So find out the IL only you want to find out. So if you are a Kirchhoff voltage law, if you are know the Kirchhoff voltage law, so this is a loop 1 and a loop 2. So loop 1 you will go and write the equation number 1. Loop 2 you will go and write the equation number 2. Then simplify that once. Okay, so loop 1, okay, equation number 1, loop 2, equation number 2. Then simplify these two. Then you will going to get I1 and I2. I1 and I2. This I2 is a, see that one where is a load resistance? It is a independently there, not common intersecting point. So I2, so this I2 is it is equal to the load resistance. That's all. I2 it is equal to the load current. Sorry, what is it? Not load resistance, load current. You want to find out load current? Yes, it's a IL. IL is nothing but I2 only. So Kirchhoff voltage law it is used to, you will going to verify your answer whether your answer is correct or wrong. You will going to verify, and it is a very simplest about the Kirchhoff's law. But what theorem it is saying? The theorem also it is saying to find out the load current only, but their own definition method they are going under the theorems. So theorem is going with their own definition to solve these problems. So we're going to take
You
about
are
the first
currently
one.
the only person in this conference.
Okay, first one, Thevenin's theorem. It is used to, you will going to solve the method. So Thevenin's theorem it is used to, you will going to solve the method. So when you will go ahead on the Thevenin's theorem means okay, directly draw equivalent. There is a 3 steps. Step number 1, find out the VTH. So find out the VTH. This is step number 1. You need to find out the VTH answer. So I will going to write here VTH value. So you will going to find out the VTH on that step number 1. Then step number 2, find out the RTH value. RTH value we will going to find out. Then so step number 1, find out the VTH. Step number 2, find out the RTH. Then these two values you are going to substitute into that one. Okay, step number 3, that is called the equivalent circuits of the Thevenins. This is the equivalent circuit. VTH, RTH, and this is called RL. So this is RL. What is RL value is written 8 ohm. Then directly we will going to write the 8 ohm. Okay, so I have write about that 8 ohm. Then what to do? So you will go to step 1, you will going to find out the VTH, and step 2 you will going to find out the RTH, substitute value and find out the what is the flow of current. So that one you will going to find out flow of current. Then how to find out the flow of current? IL it is equal to, what is the formula? IL it is equal to Ohm's law is equal to V by R. So what is a V? So here is a VTH. Then substitute here VTH. What is R? R is nothing but here there is a 2 R is there. There is a 2 R. Then open the bracket. So RTH plus RL. RTH plus RL. What is RL? 8 ohm. Then substitute the 8 values. Okay, now what to do? So VTH value you need to find out, and RTH value you need to find out. So that is the step number 1, and step number 2 you need to proceed. VTH value you need to find out, RTH value you need to find out. Okay. So in the given the problems, So remove the load. So remove the load and find out that VTH. Okay, so step number one. So remove the load. So load, this part is a remove. Okay, then what is the remaining part? This is a part. What is the remaining? The 4 ohm, and then source, and then here resistance is there. Okay, what is the resistance? 6. This is the values of 4. This is the values of 2. Then across the point, this is a point. So this point across, you will going to find out the VTH. So what to do? So you have the two possibilities method. One is a Ohm's law method. You will going to find out on that one, or voltage division rule. It is used to directly. You will going to find out what is the voltage division rule. VTH it is equal to V multiply. What is the V? V value is a 2. So 2 multiply the resistance V multiply R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So 4 plus 6 is what is the answer? 10. So please tell me what is the answer. So 6 multiply 2. So 6 multiply 2. So it is answer is 12. 12 divided by 10. What is answer? 1.2. The answer is here is a 1.2. Substitute here 1.2. 1.2. So I have substituted. The answer is a 1.2 is over. Find out the RTH. So you will going to find out the RTH. How to find out the RTH? As usual, load is removed, but here is a source. If you have the source, then you can close. So S2 it is equal to what I will going to write. See that one. Okay, the load is removed as it is. Okay, A. I will going to start with the load point. B. Yes, B point. Then here what is there? Okay, so load is removed, and here this is there. One resistance is there. The draw that one like as it is. What is the value? 6. Okay, then here is a 4. Resistance is 4, and followed by voltage source is there. If it is voltage source, then close the circuits. Close the circuits. If it is current source, open the circuits. So like I will going to close. It's a answer. This is the value is written 4. So 4 and 6 is look like what is a connection method? It's a parallel connections. Then parallel connection means what to do? Multiplication divided by additions. Can you do that one? What is the multiplication? These two resistance are the multiplication. 4 here you will go and write, 6 you will go and write, addition 4 plus 6. Then answer. So bottom is what is that one? 10. What is the numerator? 4 6. 4 multiply 6. What is the answer? 24. So 24 divided by 10. What is the answer? 2.4. So substitute that one 2.4 here. Where do I want to substitute? In that point 2.4 I need to substitute. So just to substitute into that one load current formula. This is a formula. So in the load current formula I need to proceed. So substitute what is the VTH? 1.7. Okay, divided by RTH. What is RTH? 2.4. 2.4 plus 8. What is the answer? 2.4 plus 8. Why 8? Here is the fire written term. Okay, plus 8. What is the answer? 10.4. 10.4. Then substitute the answers. 1.7 divided by 1.7. 1.7. What is the numerator? 1.7. Okay, yes sir. What is 1.7 or 1.2? 1.2. Okay, not 7. 1.2. Okay, 1.2. 1.2 divided by 10.4. The answer is what is the answer? 0.1153. So this is the answer for that load current. So this is the 3 steps to you will going to find out the load current on that one method. This is called Thevenin's theorems. So step number 1. So step number 1. This is step number 1. Okay. Then step number 2. Then step number 3. What is the step number 3? So substitute that one, step number 3. Okay, once you will going to substitute, then load current you will going to find out. Okay, so let's say we're going to take the same problem and go ahead on that one. Okay, Norton theorems. Okay, so Norton theorem, when you will going to proceed on the step number 1, it is also 3 steps. Actually you have see that one, step number 3 is a similar. Step number 2 is similar, same. Okay, so I want to proceed on that one, Norton theorem. Okay.
You are currently the only person
Okay.
in this
So
conference.
step number 1, step 2, step 3. So what is the step 3? So Norton theorem. What is the theorem? Norton theorem. The same problem we are going to take, and then we will going to proceed with the Norton theorem. Okay. What is the equivalent circuit of the Norton theorem? So here is the equivalent circuit. What is that one equivalent circuits? So current source. So current source. Okay, this is called IN. Okay, parallel with resistance, that is called RN or RTH, whatever you can say, RN or RTH. This is a A point, this is a B point. So where did you see the A and B point in previously? Given the problem, you have seen A and B. What A and B is connected across? Load resistance is connected. What is the load resistance? 8 ohm. So that is connected in the given the problem 8 ohm. Okay, what did you find out on the Thevenin's theorem? Also step number 2. Okay, step number 2, you will going to found on that one RTH. Okay, RTH, or it is called RN. How did you find out? So open that one load point, you will going to open. If it is a voltage source, close circuits. If it is current source, means don't consider, open circuit. So through the method you found the answer is, what is answer? 2.4. Same, write it. So you will go and write about that one 2.4. Answer is same method. So that's why I will go and write it answer directly. The answer is a 2.4. Okay, fine. So what is the step number 1? To find out the IN. So this IN value I need to find out. So how to find out? So go to the circuits. It's a given circuit. Where is the load? This is a load point. So remove the load. You have to close the circuits, or it is a short circuit. Thevenin's theorem means open circuit in the load point. If it is Norton theorem means short circuit. So consider the same problems. Okay, draw it again. So resistance, source, and here is a one more resistance. Okay, it is connected to the B, it is connected to the A, B. Okay, then what is the value? 2, 4, 6. So this is the value. So this is a load is previously connected, it is a closed circuit. So this is a point, is what is the flow now? IN is a flow. IN means load current is a flow. So okay, then what I want to do? So I want to find out the IN here. How to find out the IN? As usual, Kirchhoff voltage law. So this is a loop number 1 and this is a loop number 2. So this loop number 2, when you will going to see this line, it is independent line. So I2 is I have considered as I2. So I want to write about the loop number 1 equation and the loop number 2 equation, and then from that one I want to simplify to find out the equation I1 and then I2 I need to find out. I1 and I2 find out. Once I will going to find out I2 means I2 it is equal to IN. I2 it is equal to IN. That's all. So this is a method. Okay. So let's we will going to write about the equations. Okay, you will going to write about the loop number 1 equation. Kirchhoff voltage law is used to, you will going to write the loop number 1. So how many resistance directly I will going to write the one step directly. So 10 I1, 10 I1. Okay, it's opposite direction. So minus 6 I2, it is equal to 2. So this is the equation number 1. Similarly, second equations, what I want to write. So here it's a flow. So what is answer? Only one resistance. So it is opposite direction. I'm standing inside. So minus 6 I1 minus 6 I1 plus 6 I2, it is equal to 0. So this is the equation number 2. This is a Kirchhoff voltage law it is used to. I will going to write about the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Then what to do? You take, all of you take your calculator. So substitute this value and tell me what is I1 value and I2 value. My I2 value is the IN value. Okay. So all of you take down your calculator and substitute that one using the equation method. Okay. Mode 3. In that equation 2, you will going to use to substitute and find out, tell me what is I1 and I2. So 0.5, this is a point. Okay, use the calculator, you will going to find about the answer. So 0.5, 0.5. So I1 is equal to 0.5. So 0.5, 0.5. So each one also 0.5, 0.5. So I1 is equal to 0.5, I2 also 0.5. What is my I2? I2 is equal to 0.5. So I2 is equal to 0.5. That one directly you will go and write here. That one directly you will go and write. So 0.5. Okay. Then from that one you will going to find out the load current. Where is the load? So this is a point. So load current you will going to find out. So load current, what is the formula? So current division rule. So IL, it is equal to I multiply Rn divided by uh, open the bracket Rn plus RL. Okay, substitute that one. What is I? I is equal to 0.5 multiply Rn. What is Rn or RTH? 2.4. 2.4 divided by, open the bracket. So 2.4 plus 8. So what is my answer for the IL? Tell me, what is IL answer? 0. What is IL answer? 0.1153. So let's, I want to check with the previous problem. My previous problem answer is matched 0.1153. So that's all. So both also answer is matched. So both also answer is IL, load current is matched about that one. See that one IL. See, this is a this is a Norton theorem, 3 steps. So what is step number 1? Find out the IN. What is step number 2? RT gauge, as similar to that previous method. What is step number 3? So substitute into the equivalent circuit. What is step number 4? So find out the IL. So find out the IL. Okay. So this is about that 3 methods. Okay, we'll go ahead on that one. MPPT about that one. So maximum power transfer theorem. Maximum power transfer theorem. It is the very simplest one. My work is very less. Maximum power transfer theorem. MPPT or MPTT. Okay, whatever it may be. So you will going to give your short form. Okay. So it is also step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. Like it has the 3 steps. The same problem I will take to, I will going to solve. Okay, in that MPPT method, what I will going to draw means Thevenin's theorem only. So Thevenin's theorem, step number 1. What is the Thevenin's theorem? Step number 1, VT gauge. So find out the VT gauge. What is the step number 2? RT gauge. So I found already step number 1 and step number 2. What is the Thevenin's theorem only I am telling. So Thevenin's theorem, step number 3, what is that one? Equivalent circuits. So draw the equivalent circuits. What is the equivalent circuits? VT gauge. Then RT gauge, then that is connected to the RL. RL. What is RL? RL I don't know. RL I don't know. So our problem is not giving the RL. Okay, so please all of you keep it in your mind. RL is doesn't know. Then what is your role? Find out the RL only. Then okay, substitute that VT gauge and RT gauge. So VT gauge and RT gauge already I have completed here 1.2, 2.4. So 1.2, 2.4. Substitute here 1.2, 1.2, 2.4. 2 point, this is step number 2, 2.4 you go found, substituted. Is R equivalent substituted. Then what is that one? VT gauge substitute here 1.2. Then here what you will going to do, MPPT, two things you will going to determine the two things. So one is RL. So determine the RL. Very simple. RL is equal to, what is the formula? RT gauge. RT gauge. What is RT gauge? 2.4. See here 2.4 or not. So substitute here 2.4. That's all over. Then step second determination. Second determination, find out the maximum power. What is the formula? VTH squared. VTH squared divided by 4 into RL. Substitute it. What is the VTH? 1.2. Open the bracket. 1.2. Close the bracket. Whole squared divided by 4 into 2.4. What is the answer? You will going to tell me. This is called a maximum power in watts. So you will going to write the answer. Maximum power, it is equal to P is equal to 0.15 watt. So this is about the maximum power you will going to find out from the problems. Okay, so let's we move to the next theorems. What is the next theorems? Next theorem is the Millman theorem. Okay, and pencil. Millman theorem. Okay, Millman theorems. So I want to solve about that Millman theorem. So in that Millman theorems, okay, first I want to draw the okay, split about that four. Okay, okay. So draw the problem. What is the problem is given? So problem is given on that one here source and followed by resistance and followed by here one more resistance. This resistance point is mentioned as an RL. RL is mentioned. What is the value? 2, 4, 6, 8. The same problem only I am writing. So this is a given the problem. It's a given the problem. So you will going to solve the Millman theorem. You will going to solve the Millman theorem. Millman theorem is nothing but as similar to the Thevenin's theorem. Millman theorem also it is similar to that Thevenin's theorem. What Thevenin's theorem? So step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. So as similar to that is Thevenin's theorem. What Thevenin's theorem saying? Equivalent circuits. What equivalent circuits? So voltage source, practical voltage source. Practical voltage source means so voltage source connected series with the resistance. Okay, that's all. So this is a point is connected across the load point. Load resistance. So this is about that one. Then what you want to do, find out. So as usual IL, as usual you are going to find out the IL. IL is equal to V by R. So what is here? Not VTH, instead of that one VE. Here what is that one? RE. So VE, step number 1 is the VE find out, step number 2 is RE find out. Okay, so VE. Okay, so find out the VE. What is the formula? That is very important. VE it is equal to V by R. V divided by R divided by 1 divided by R. This is a formula. Okay, already we were discussed. So this is a formula. Okay, what is RE formula? RE it is equal to numerator is a 1, denominator is a as similar 1 by R. Okay, so we're going to solve see the problems, substitute on that ones. So here how many? It is a parallel. Okay, one line and two line is a parallel line. Only consider on the parallel line. So one line and two lines are there. So one line, okay, in that voltage source is present. So here is a no voltage source are present. Already we were discussed so many problems in that one. Directly we coming to that substitute. So 2 divided by 4. What is the 2? Voltage. Voltage is a 2 divided by resistance. What is resistance? 4. Okay, first line is over. It's a go with the parallel. Then second line is a one more line is there. So plus what is the source? Any sources are present? No source. Then 0 divided by what is answer here? Sorry, what is the resistance value? 6. Then whole divided by 1 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 1 divided by 6. Then tell me the answer. So what is the here? It is a 0 divided by anything 0. Okay. Then 2 divided by 4. Okay. Then here is coming 1 by 2 numerator, then denominator is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. Then simplify and tell me the answer. So what is the VE answer? Then coming to that one RE. So RE means I am not redraw any diagrams. This denominator only I will going to take. So yeah, do I want to highlight? No, highlight is not possible. I will going to change the color. Okay, so here is a 1 divided by this one you will going to take. This is about RE. So this is RE. What is substitute? 1 divided by what is the denominator is there? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. That is about RE. Then what is the answer for RE? Once you will going to find out the VE, RE, then substitute to here, then find out the load resistance, then so load current. Load current, what is the load current? Ohm's law, V by R, VE divided by, open the bracket, two resistance are there, RE plus RL. Then substitute. What is the VE? VE is a 0.20. V is a 0.220. substitute here 0.20, this is a VE, substitute here 0.20 divided by RE. What is RE? This, what is RE? RE is a 2.4. 2.4. This answer is a 2.4. Substitute here 2.4. Substitute in the formula 2.4 plus what is the load? 8. Load is 8 plus 8. Then answer 8 plus 2 10. 10.4. Okay, and here is a 10.4. Numerator is a 0.20. What is answer? 0.20 divided by 10.4. 10.4. Answer is a 0.02. 0.02. 0.02. 0.020. So this is about that load current. Find out using the Millman theorem method. But when we are going to check a bit about that one Thevenin's theorem, that a load current is not matched. But this is a method you will going to find out that a load current using the Millman theorem. So these two is resistance. Parallel only you want to consider. Replace into the VE, RE, then RL as usual method. So Millman theorem find out method is this is a method to find out the load current using the Millman theorems. The next one, what is the theorems is the remaining? Reciprocity theorems is there. Reciprocity theorem is there. Superposition theorem is there. But this circuit is applicable for superposition means not applicable for superposition theorem. Why this the circuit is not applicable to the superposition theorem means at least should be more than one source should be present. More than one source is present means superposition theorem is applicable. Okay, but more than one source is not present, but we're going to assume about that one more than one source. Okay, so before we're going to assume like we're going to proceed about superposition theorem, just we're going to complete about that one reciprocity theorems. Okay, the same problem we're going to complete about reciprocity theorems. So what is the problems? Here is the, what is that one? Draw the problem first. Resistance source, and here is a one more resistance, and here is a one more resistance. So here is a 2 4 6 8. It's a given the problem. In the given the problem, next we'll go ahead and the reciprocity theorems. What reciprocity theorem it is saying? There is a load resistance, they saying here AB. So RL is a load resistance. RL is a load resistance. Very simplest method. Okay, so reciprocity theorem. So there is a only two steps. Step number 1, step number 2. So what is step number 1? Step number 1 is nothing but a, so draw the circuit diagram again. You will go to understand resistance, source, and then here you will going to connect here one more resistance, and here is what is that load resistance is there. So substitute the value. 2 is there, 4 is there, 6 is there, 8 is there. Okay, so that is a load resistance. This is a load resistance. First load resistance in that point I will going to keep with the 1 ammeter. So find out this ammeter current. The next one, step number 2, what to do? Interchange the ammeter and then voltage source. Interchange the ammeter and voltage source. So here is what you will going to do. As usual, loop number 1, loop number 2. So which one I2 current is independently flow on the ammeters. So ammeter it is equal to the I2. Ammeter is a flow of the current is the I2. So find out the I2. So as usual, Kirchhoff voltage law, loop 1, loop 2, then I1, I2. Then before we're going to solve that one, let's we are going to draw about the step 2. These two is interchange. Voltage source and then current ammeter is interchange. So draw the circuits. So here is ammeter is present. Then here it is a resistance. Then here is a, what is that one? Here is one resistance and a voltage source. Substitute that the circuit of the resistance value 4, 6, 8. Okay, ammeter and then source are interchanged. Ammeter is coming to here, 2 is coming to here. Okay, then what to do? Where is ammeter? Here is independently there ammeter. Okay, then as usual, loop number 1 you will going to write, loop number 2 as usual you will going to write. So 2 equation you will going to derive. Then ammeter it is equal to I1 over ammeter it is equal to I1. So you will going to matching. Is it verify? Okay, let's see. You will going to start to verify. Okay, so here two loop equations. Okay, so write about that one in the loop number 1. Write the Kirchhoff voltage law. So 10 I1 minus 6 I2 it is equal to 2. It is equal to 2. What about next? No source in the loop 2, so 0. Then how many I1? So it is a I1 minus 6 I1 plus 8 plus 6, what is the answer? 14 I2 that's all. So use your calculator, find out the answer, tell me what is I1 and I2 answer, I1 value and I2 value. Directly use your calculator, tell me the answer. Similarly, come to this point. Okay, loop 1, loop 2. So loop 1, any sources there? No source. Where I want to write? Here I will write. Okay, 0 it is equal to 10. So 10 I1 minus 6 I2. Then next one, in that one second loop, what is that one? See here how many I1s are there? Minus 6 I1s are there. Minus 6 I1. How many I2s are there? 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8 14. So plus 14 I2. It is enter into the plus. So plus 2 is here. Move opposite side, minus 2, very important. So in that one plus 2 is there. So move opposite, minus 2. So equation number 2, 1, 2. So tell me I1 and I2. Use the calculator. So tell me this one. Step number 1. If you are while answer S1 and give me I1, I2. S2, I1, I2 you can give me. Okay. See here, this is a I1 value, I2 value. In that I1 value, I2 value, okay. Okay, we will going to find out through the calculator. I2 value only I needed 0.11. Similarly, here the equation is that there is a loop number 1 equation, 2 equation. Okay, here I1 only answer. See that one, both also equal or not. So 0.11, 0.11, both answer are equal, verified. So interchange the voltage source and current source. Okay, the circuits are the verified. Okay, so over about that one, reciprocity theorems. The next theorem will go ahead on that is superposition theorem. Superposition theorem. So in that superposition theorem, what is the given problem? Here source, here is a resistance, here is a load resistance is a given. So you can't to solve the superposition theorem. Okay, why superposition theorem is not solved means superposition theorem is saying more than one sources it should be present. Okay, if it is more than one source means how would the circuit diagram? This is source, it's a resistance source. First I want to write the value 2, 4, 6, 8. The 8 is a load resistance. Okay. Okay, here what about that ones? 6. And here what is that one? 8. Here is a 4. Here is a 2. Okay, suppose they are giving this problem only. What it is meaning? It's nothing but you may be assume as in it is a 0 is a present. What is the voltage source? It's a 0 voltage. If it is a 0 voltage, is like the source value is given. Then how many steps, how many sources are there? 2 sources are there. Then 2 sources means source 1. Okay. Yes, step number 1, source 1 only present, source 2 is the closed circuits. Then find out what do I want to find out. So as usual for that one, current, the load point is no changes. Then here flow of the current is the IL1. IL1 you will going to find out. How to find out? Loop number 1, loop number 2, as usual 1, 2, write the equation number 1, equation number 2, simplify, I1, I2 you will going to get, I1, I2 you will going to get, I2 is my load current I2. Okay, fine. So what to do? In the step number 2, second source are present. What is second source? 0 voltage source is present. 6 source, 0 voltage source is present. Then here what about that one? 4. Then here load resistance 8. It is nothing but RL. Okay, see that one source 1 is a present, another source is a closed circuits. Step number 2, second source is a present, another source is a closed circuits. So here flow of the current here, that is a load current. You will going to find out. So here is a load current as usual, loop number 1, loop number 2, you will going to find out this is IL2. What is the step 3? Step 3 it is nothing but a IL it is equal to IL1 plus IL2. That is the step 3. See here is the source is there, you will going to proceed as it is. What about here? So 0 voltage source. If you want to proceed, you will going to keep it, you will going to consider as a 0 and then proceed. So you will going to solve on that one. First one, what is that loop? In the loop number 1, you will going to write about the equations. So 10 I1 minus 6 I2, it is equal to 2. It's the equation number 1. Okay. Then step number loop number, from the loop 2, you will going to write about that one, minus 6 I1 plus 8 plus 6, what is answer? 14 I2. It is equal to no source 0. Okay, use this one, tell me I1 and I2. Step 1, what is I1? Step 2, what is step 1 I1 and I2 you can give me. Similarly, in that one you will go to write 10 I1 minus 6 I2, it is equal to 0. Similarly, loop 2, minus 6 I1, okay, then 14 plus 14 I2, it is equal to 0. Okay, from that one you can tell me what is I1 and what is I2. But so more than one sources are present, then superposition theorem you need to implement. IL, okay, this is I1, I2. So IL1 is what is IL1 is this is a flow of current. I2 current is 0.115. Substitute 0.115 plus IL2. What is IL2? IL2 is equal to I2. I2 is equal to IL2. What is answer? 0. Then add these two answer. What is answer? 0.115. So this is step 3. So this is called a load current. Answer is over. So this is a simple problem I am taking to solve on the 6 methods. Solve on the 6th method. What is this one method? Thevenin's theorem, then Norton theorem, then maximum power transfer theorem, Millman theorem, reciprocity theorem, and superposition theorem. Superposition theorem. So 6 problem is 6 theorem, 6 one problem, 6 theorem we are verified. So we are simplified. Okay. So if I have see that one, the answer 0.115, it is matched or not, we will going to verify it. 0.115 is matched, 0.115 is matched. Okay, so MBBT means no, nothing. Okay, then Millman theorem, but it is not matched. Millman theorem, but it is not matched. Okay, so does our steps is correct or not? Our steps is the correct one only, but Millman theorem, it is not matched with that one. So 1 dot by this one. Okay, and then what is that one? Reciprocity theorems. So it is answer 0.11. Okay, so 0.11 that is matched. Okay, then superposition theorem, it is matched. So like we will going to match it about that one all theorems except the Millman. So Millman, why? So we solved the we want to proceed with that formula VE and RE. What is VE? V by R, 1 dot by R. What is that one? V 2 dot by 4 plus 0 dot by 6. Then whole divided by 1 dot by 4 resistance plus 1 dot by 6 of the resistance. Then 2 by 4. So 1 by 2. Then this is the answer. Okay, then RE. Problem in Millman, when we're going to solve on that one, the calculation is mistake is wrong. What is that one in calculation mistakes? So here in denominator is 1 dot by 4 plus 1 dot by 6 we are going to implement. So use the calculator. Okay, 1 dot by 4 means so 0.25. Okay, 1 dot by 6 means what is that one? Okay, this answer plus 0.25. So this that is a denominator. Denominator is 0.416. The denominator is 0.416. Very good. So this is a 0.5 dot by 416. 0.5 dot by 0.416. So numerator is 1 dot by 2 means 0.5 dot by 0.416. What is the answer? 1.2. 1.2. That is about the here, not 0.2. It is I want to change the another color. Okay, what is the answer? 1.20. 1.20. Substitute here 1.20. 1.20 VE. RE is the same, correct? Yes or no? We want to check. 1 divided by 6 plus 0.25. Okay, 0.416. Then 1 divided by 0.416. What is the answer? 2.4. The RE is correct. Then substitute. Okay, numerator is a 1 divided by 2.0. Numerator is a 1.20. 1.20 divided by 2.4 plus 8. That is correct. 10.4. 1.20. 1.20 divided by 10.4. Okay, what is the answer? So 1.20 divided by 10.4. The answer is a 0.115. The answer is a 0.1153. So you will going to use any theorems. Okay, so any theorems, either the Thevenin's theorems or the Norton theorem or the Millman theorem or reciprocity theorem or superposition theorem, your load current, all the load currents are matched. So your load currents are the matched 0.11, 0.115. So 0.115 is matched. Okay, so that's all about the theorems. Okay, that's all about the theorems.